So today on our lesson plan for this week, what we're going to be working on is the moves to the tag test again, some warm-ups and some combinations into takedowns. Now, we obviously are going to be closed for the next 6 weeks, so we have to do the tag tests online. We won't be able to do the test as we had hoped. Doesn't matter, because you can do it at home, but we do need 2 things from you, okay? And we need your help from your parents. When we're doing the tag test, they're going to have to call the moves that you're required to do. And they're going to have to record you for 1.5 minutes doing that test and send the video to me and Dermot on the Pancreation page, and we will look at it. Send your video every week anyway, but on the final week, that's going to be important, okay? Which will be coming up next week, will be our final week that you'll be sending in that. So for those belts, those tags, that's what we're going to have to do. At the end of the video again, when I'm going through everything, I'll explain it in detail how we're going to do it as well. It'll be very simple, it'll be very easy. And again, I will award you your tags, and if you're needing a belts, I will do that with your parents as well. So let's get going. All right, get your soccer ball, okay, if you have it. First thing we're going to do is Shadowbox with it. We're going to put it to our head like this, left hand up, teaching us to keep our hands up. And you're going to throw any punch. You're going to throw your knee as well, your right knee, anytime. Anytime. Move a little bit. Moving. Sometimes check on this side as well that you're blocking. You can move, parry, control 2, add them in. You can even dunk with the ball the whole time. Then switch this side. Lead knee, so we're going to have to switch it like a switch 5, K5. Again, you can block, you can downward block. You imagine like they're trying to take you down. Stop them, get your leg, punch back, knee, elbow, you wanted, cover, punch your end, and you can change your position any time you want. Next round, the idea is the head is the person coming to try and take you down. So as the head comes towards your leg, you're going to sprawl and down. Now I know, depending on your size of your soccer ball, you might be able to land full force on anything like that, so you can go slowly down. If you're on a floor that's timber, try to get one that's carpet. We'll be better doing this. Anyway, we sprawled. We have our front face lock. So we're going to come in, bring our knees in, boom, scoot around, circle, circle like we're chasing the leg. Sprawl heavy again, because you're going to have this battle sometimes where they grab your leg. Now I'm going to come in, and now I'm going to imagine I've been somehow pushed on to my back, and now I'm going to put the ball in my guard, and I'm going to lock it. Now I'm going to practice the idea of sitting up to grab their head and pull it back down. Up, pull it back down, up, pull it back down, up, pull it back down. Now I'm thinking, okay, that didn't work, now I've got to get up. So I'm going to have the ball back on my chest, like so. I'm going to get onto my side. I'm going to get my elbow right underneath me. This is very important. So elbow underneath, that'll help you actually to sit up quite easily. Elbow out here, weak. Very hard to sit up. Elbow in underneath here, way easier. Turn to your side, stay small, onto your knee. You're up again. And there you go straight back into you're punching, moving, making a miss, circle. So again, think, oh, takedown, sprawl down, boom, circle, knees in, push to the guard, straight away grab their head so they can't hit you, sitting up, grab the head, sitting up, grab the head. Even sometimes you can go like this, one hand here, pull them back down, lock them up, decide you want to get up, elbow underneath, shrimp a bit, knee back, coming up. Now I'd love to see videos on this to see how creative you could be. You could add in new things yourself as well. Top pins can be done, back pins, you could do anything. Think of it like the fight. To go over, I know you know at this stage, but again, it doesn't matter how much you think you know about takedowns, it's about how much you drill and practice them to make them actually work in a fight. So you might think, oh yeah, I know how to do a double leg, I know how to do a single leg. It's all about getting across the gap and getting your entry correct. So if the level change is lazy, it's just a little bit, you're always going to be underhooked and pulled back up, okay, and stopped quite easily. If your level change is always very good, then it's going to be much harder for the person to stop you and much harder for them to react and sprawl in time. So we're going to use a pad or a pillow here for the first part of the lesson plan. I want to shoot in, level change, and drop my knee to the pad. So at home, have something like this that's your goal, your target to get. Start at least 1, 2 of your own feet away, about that much. And then you're going to be level changing. We'll do the single leg first, what we're going to do for that. So we level change. We're going to hit the pad. As we hit the pad, we're going to shoot our hands forward. As we shoot our hands forward, I'm going to today, just for a change, like I'm snapping the single leg, I'm just going to put them behind, one behind the other. Okay, so my palm goes here, here. You can do this as well, absolutely fine. For now, I'm just going to do like a snap. So I'm going to go and snap in the single leg, like that. Okay, to make you quick at whipping the leg. So watch again. So you're here as normal. You level change. You're going to step. Left knee, front knee goes down to the pad. As it goes, you reach your hands out and you whip them in. You see how my right leg comes forward, so I'm power. I've got strength. Now I can move, turn the corner, drive them forward, drive them back. I have this power. My leg isn't back here. It needs to be here so I can drive off. So again, now we can start doing it and moving to different angles like we're fighting. So we can start to go to here instead. Again, drive in like so. Like so. You see how my back really strong here. So I'm locking, holding really tight the leg. Level, reach and lock. Watch as well my body, how straight my back is when I go in. Long and straight, not bent over, not looking to the floor. So the next one's double. What we're going to do on this double, just for a change, we're going to start slightly beside the pad. So I'm going to be coming in at an angle, hitting the person, okay? So if I go sometimes straight at them with a double, it's easier for them to stop me. What I'm going to do is go at an angle instead. So I'm going to be outside their front leg. I'm going to shoot in like this. I'm going to level, shoot sideways, boom, and hit them and come up. I'm going to shoot and run them over. So watch again. I start at the edge of the pad. Again, about a foot distance away. I'll start to point my toes, almost like I'm doing a roundhouse kick as I level change. Here, see, I change, I hit, I've got 2 legs, snap them in again, snap in and run. Again, level, point your toes to the pad as you start to begin your double leg, boom, snap in, bam. And you see your hands, that means their legs are going right up in the air, boom, and you're gonna have a great double leg. So again here, it can be done, but I would suggest on this one, just work the idea of moving, and then come to the side, attack, snap, and back. So there are your 2 practice drills you can do. The more you do these, the more amazing your takedowns will be. Seriously, and one of the hardest things in MMA is getting takedowns. So you can fix that by doing this. If you get phenomenal and you're unstoppable at taking people down, you are a force to really be a world champion someday. Alright, so that's your next part of your lesson plan. Alright, so after you practice those takedowns, now maybe do another round or 2, adding in what punching you like to do, because you need to get a routine, an idea of what plan A is. What punches do you use to set up your single leg? What punches or kicks do you use or knees do you use to set up your double leg? You will find a rhythm that you'll always keep, and then you can add things into it. But very simple, get simple things first to work with your takedowns. So if I'm going for my single, I'm always a believer of punch them in the head, push them back. If you don't even punch them in the head, put your glove in front of their face so they're looking at your glove as you're sneakily level changing so they don't see it. So again, you have to imagine this is the fighter, you're fighting them, this is your opponent, and you're going to be moving around, shadow boxing, doing different things, and then you'll do your idea, because you have to get comfortable with this. The more you get comfortable with throwing your punches, your knees, your kicks, and just being automatic into the takedown with nobody seeing it coming, is just a key. And again, it's just drill, 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 drill. That's the only way it comes true. It's not about being brave, it's about drilling this. So if I go then, snap single, boom, back up, again, straight away, kiss, throw goes wrong. Fire your knees, and fire everything now with really strong power, force, because you've got to push them back. Now if I want my double, flare up the feet, boom, throw them. You can even imagine like when you throw them, whatever it is, snap single, twist and turning, you got them on the ground. You can even imagine that for a second and put that idea in. That way you're doing every part of the game. You can fake again, down, boom, there's the single. They thought a kick was coming. You can fake it here, the arm, again, pump, step, double, kick, show the kick, instead, double, controls, control, punch off that level, single, again, think you got them on the floor, and move. Do minute rounds. If you feel you're getting tired, do 1 minute rounds. Work up then to 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, you know? But try to put in loads of rounds, especially of combinations with the throws and takedowns, and you'll be so good. On to the important bit of what you're going to do for your tag video, okay? So I'm going to go over the moves nice and slowly again, so you see every part of it I'm doing, most of it you know. It's just making it really fine-tuned now and smooth, like silk. Passing from each position really tight, keeping a low position all the time as much as you can will be rewarded quite well on the test. So again, you take your pad, your pillow, your big cushion at home. If you have a punch bag, small and fantastic, brilliant, okay? If you had absolutely nothing, you could still do it on the ground and just imagine certain things. But if you had a teddy bear, something big, bulky, even an old bag, even your school bag, fill it with a load of clothes, make it like a person's body, you could use that too. So there's loads of things if you think of it. If you have any difficulty thinking about something, get your parents to message me and we could find something to do, okay? Okay, so first one's top pin. You know this easily. So you're coming in, you top pin tight. Remember, we want to introduce our cross facing. So we put our right punch number 2 hand underneath, left nice and long. So my shoulder, my head are tight, nice and long and heavy. No bent elbow, you'll lose marks that. Nice and long. You can switch the other side as well. Show us that. That is absolutely fine. And again, just get used to this switching very smoothly underneath. Now you're going to come up and you're going to go for taking back pin on it. So here, all you got to do is try to keep the pad, depending on how big the one you're working with, we understand. Keep it tight to your chest. Keep hugging. And one hand goes over if you can. Again, it depends on what you're working with at home. One hand over, one hand under, around the stomach. One hand over the shoulder, lock, grab your wrist, or do butterfly grip. So wrist or butterfly, whichever. Main key here is tightness. Heels pointing down towards the floor. Very important, heels towards the floor. Not crossed, but towards the floor. Tight, tight. So that's your back pin. You all know that at this stage. And even practice rolling from side to side. See how tight you keep that pad. Can you sit up almost with the pad still? So the next part, we are going to be getting out from underneath. Boom, turning, coming back over. And go again to top pin. Now here, I'll do my windshield wiper. So I'm going to put my right knee on the pad like so. And you see how my toes point to the floor here? Now watch. I'll switch my feet. And when you do the video, parents, if you can video them from this side, it'd be really good because I can see the footwork too on this move. So windshield wiper, all I do is I bring my legs slowly to the opposite side, but as I'm doing that, I bring my knee in to go into the spot where the other knee was. So now my K1 knee replaces exactly in the same position. Again, I need to change my K1 knee. I'll start to slowly wing that way. That's why it's called a window wiper. You can see the action. Windshield wiper. It changes, and my right knee comes in. Also, this can be called knee on belly. So again, if you can show us this really smooth, that's another point, okay? So windshield. We also have side control. We did this last month. on the tag test. Simple, knee to belt, knee to ear, hand underneath, pad, hand over, same thing, nice and tight, strong, okay? Windshield wiper to switch, to go to side knee, in here, again, left hand goes underneath the pad, right hand locks up, heavy, tight position. And again, check if you want, are your knees tucked in? Is it tight? That'll be cool to see all the time in the video as well. If you can do that, if you can get the pad to move, that's bonus points. And the last one is north-south, which is tricky, but you can do it. All it is imagine this is the head, because I'm side pinning it right now, it must be correct. Now I'm going to slide my head off to the opposite side, and I'm going to run my legs right to the top and sprawl. And I just put my head and my ear on the opposite side of the pad, and that makes my shoulder go really tight. So I go ear, head, tight, and that's what we call north-south. So your legs are facing here. Now, to test it's really good, can I move with the pad and still keep the position? Not be up like this, stay low, heavy, keep that person tight. Then it's really simple. Whenever I want, I can go back, side pin. I can go to windshield. I can go to top pin. Cross face, back pin. Tight. Get back up. Top. Windshield. North, south. Side pin. See how I keep my weight in my shoulder on the pad? Now I drop. Side pin. That's what we're going to do. Okay? For the tag. Now, next part, we'll explain. Okay, so this is the part of the test. This is where it is very important that we get this part right. Your parents are involved. They are now your teacher, your coach, your motivator. So they have to call the pins. Parents, if you're not sure of the pins, listen to the video at the start and write out on a piece of paper what they're called. Then you can keep going back and mixing up the names. It's just a good idea, and you can take, and I need you to record them as well, set up somewhere. A minute and a half would be fantastic to see them doing each move. They can start slowly, doesn't have to be super fast. You'll see how I do it. Take your time on it too. But the main thing is that they're moving from each position clearly and know where they're going to pass their tag this month or their belt. And again, that video you can send to Pancration to us and we'll watch it next week, okay? But I'll tell you more about that next week. You can send videos this week as well. All right, teacher, I'm ready.
Topping. Knee in the belly. Windshield wiper. Windshield wiper again. Side control. Knee in the belly. Top pin. Windshield wiper. Side control. North south. Knee in the belly. Top pin. Now back pin when you're ready. And top pin again. And knee in the belly. And time, very good.
So you get faster and faster and faster with that. As I say, if it's practiced slowly this week, a bit of speed then, say the first night they practice slowly, get it faster. Say the next round now we go a little bit faster, and you can call. And this is good interaction when the lockdown is going on with your kids. It'll pass time in the evening with you guys too, and pass time for them. So it is a little bit of a change from all the schoolwork to come home and still have that routine, have them in their uniforms and their belts on as well, because I need to see what tags they're going to achieve as well. Okay, so I need to see that. Thanks guys, and thanks for all the support.